Why we stay in toxic relationships? Across the world, millions of people are fighting a war that leaves no physical scars. They laugh with friends, they go to work, but inside, they are trapped in an invisible prison. Have you ever felt like your relationship, instead of being your strength, is slowly draining every ounce of your energy? We're going down a dark path to uncover how, under the guise of love, a person's soul can be systematically dismantled. The stage of the perfect illusion, the beginning. In the beginning, it feels like heaven. They show up as the savior for every pain you've ever had. You start to believe that nobody has ever loved you this deeply. In psychology, we call this the asterisk miring phase. They become exactly who you want them to be. If you love music, they become a music lover. If you're lonely, they become your shadow. But remember, before the hunt begins, the predator always sets the bait. 7 red flags you should totally pay attention to. 1. The subtle isolation. The first strike is always silent. They won't tell you to stop seeing your friends. Instead, they'll plant seeds of doubt. Asterisk that friend is a bad influence. Asterisk or asterisk your mother is just trying to come between us. Asterisk slowly. Your social circle vanishes until they are the only person left. It's easier to cut down a tree that stands alone, and they know that. 2. Intermittent reinforcement. The addiction. This is the deepest trap. They'll ignore you for 10 days, only to shower you with overwhelming love on the 11th. It's like gambling. You stay through the abuse just to get that next hit of affection. You aren't in a relationship anymore. You're in an addiction. 3. Love bombing. The sweet poison. Early on, they overwhelm you with so much attention that your logic shuts down. This is love bombing. They make you feel like the most important person on earth. But in reality, they are just building the walls of your cage. Remember, someone who moves that fast usually wants to capture your heart before you can see their true face. 4. The erosion of identity. Eventually, you look in the mirror and don't recognize the person looking back. That confident version of you is gone. Now, you live in constant fear of upsetting them. Every choice, every outfit, every word is filtered through their approval. You aren't a partner. You've become a ghost in your own life. 5. Gaslighting the mental fog. This is the ultimate weapon of a toxic partner. When you point out their mistakes, they twist the reality until you're the one who's crazy or oversensitive. Asterisk, he never said that. Asterisk or asterisk, you're just imagining things. Asterisk, slowly, you lose trust in your own memory and mind. You stop fighting them and start fighting yourself. 6. Competitive. In this relationship, you aren't allowed to be the one in pain. If you're hurting, they'll bring up an even bigger trauma from their past just to pull the spotlight back to them. Your role is reduced to being their healer, while your own wounds are left to bleed. In their world, only their pain is real. 7. The threat of abandonment. When all else fails, they play their final card. The threat of leaving. They use breakups as a weapon or claim they asterisk and live without you asterisk to guilt trip you into staying. It's the highest form of emotional blackmail. They know you love them, and they use that love to keep you under their thumb. The boiling frog syndrome. People ask, if it was that bad, why didn't you just leave? Science tells us that if you drop a frog into boiling water, it jumps out immediately. But if you put it in cool water and turn up the heat slowly, it won't realize it's being cooked until it's too late. Toxic relationships are exactly like that, a slow-acting poison. The breaking point and healing the light. The first key to escaping this cage is ending the denial. Admit to yourself that this isn't love. Love brings peace, not fear. Your existence doesn't belong to anyone else. The road to recovery is hard, but it's possible. The moment you take that first step toward yourself, the world begins to open up. If you've ever felt this way, just leave a heart emoji in the comments. Our community is here to support you. And if you want me to do a part 2 on how to heal, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell.